Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to VRay topic 2. Now in this topic, I'm going to be getting into the very basics of each of these things and what are these things really consist about. So over here we have got the first one, which is the asset editor. Now over here we can do our material changes. We can edit light settings. We can also get into the geometry settings, and we then set our entire render settings in this asset editor, and we take out a render from this asset editor also. So the asset editor is very vast, and it is the most important part of VRay and understanding VRay. Alright, so it consists of all of this, and it is under this very big V which is over here. It's the asset editor. After this we have render. Render is a simple button which we can click, and it is basically going to take us into the render mode. It is going to start rendering our particular object or our particular the particular thing which we want to render. It will start rendering that. VRay Interactive is a very highly interactive, real-time see of the entire render. So while the render is happening, you can actually move your model around in the render interactive setting. So that's basically the render interactive. Now don't worry if you're not able to really understand what I'm saying. I'm going to be showing this to you guys as well, okay? We're just going to a broad understanding of what everything is, so that we can then get into the depths of it. All right, now the next one over here is the light settings. Now we have plain light. So plain light is basically a rectangular or a squarish light you can place anywhere, and basically that entire square or rectangle will reflect light. Okay, so a polygon will reflect light from the space that you need. Then you have sphere light. Now sphere light is basically you creating a massive sphere, and if you place anything inside the sphere, it will act like as if it is getting light from 360 directions. It's simple like placing a building in a ball and then assuming that the ball from within is giving light completely. You have to understand the sphere does not release light outside, it gives light inside. So we have to place things inside the sphere. Then we have got spotlight. Like any other spotlight, it will act. It is going to act like a cone. How a cone, we assume a cone light is falling from a light source. That's basically what the spotlight is about. IS light is similar to spotlight, except you can get external file sources which have been created, formatted in a certain way, and you can use those over here as well. Then you have got omni light, which basically dispenses light everywhere. Okay. Then you have got dome light. Dome light is basically we will be considering the entire sky to work according to the dome light direction. All right. Then you have got mesh light. Mesh light is basically if you want, if you have a particular object, you want to make that entire object emit light just like how the plane light would emit from a rectangle. But here you can add this mesh light over any certain object, and that object will start to then bring out light. Then you've got adjust light intensity. So here every single light that you provide, you can then adjust its intensity by selecting it and then using this one. All right. Next we have over here the infinite plane. These all then come under geometry, of course. The first one is infinite plane. This makes the entire model, if it's an exterior model, then it makes it seem like there is an infinite grass or an infinite plane below it. Then you have got some proxy inputs, so we'll be getting into those. And remember one more thing, everything over here is for exteriors as well as for interiors. We will be focusing on mostly what works on the interiors, okay, and how we can get the best look of the interiors, because that was itself very vast. The next one over here is fur. Like I was just saying, fur can be used to create grass fur also, like the grass, how it looks, right? Or it can be used to even create, when you're talking about like a blanket with the fur coming out from it, yeah, you can create that also from here. So exterior or interior. So we will be getting into the depths and details of interior, but you can use this in the exterior also. And then you have got mesh clipper. So all of these things basically comprise of VRay. Okay, and in the next topic I'm actually going to be getting into the first thing over here, which is the VRay asset editor. So I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.